Hey, it's your man Mastrmynd, and the Indie Show, All Things Indie, is sponsored by Domestic Financial Management LLC. That's right, DFM LLC has been in the credit score improvement business since 2008. Their services include home loan modification services, credit building program, stopping harassment, credit strong program, and a checked credit monitoring service. For more details, call 909-279-7843. That's 909-279-7843. Once again, that's 909-279-7843. And ask for Will, all right? You can also find them online at www.dfmllc4.com. That's www.dfmllc4.com. Domestic Financial Management LLC.
Oh, hello there. Happy holidays, Indie Insiders. It's your man, Mastrmynd. I take my sip, start off every show. You know what time it is. This part of the show I like to call One Time for Your Mind. And in One Time for Your Mind, I like to say, pretty much what's on my mind. And what's on my mind right now, I've already wished you a happy holiday. I hope your Thanksgiving was fantastic. I hope you had sweet potato pie instead of pumpkin. The second thing I want to say to you is congratulations to the undefeated University of Georgia Bulldogs. You did it. We're going to the championship, SEC championship on Saturday. I'm not a 10. I'm not happy about that. And we get to play some LSU kitties or something like that. So, that's going to be easy work. You know what I'm saying? So big shout outs to UGA Bulldogs. And last but not least, as we come to the end of Native American Heritage Month, I just wanted to shout out to some people who've represented on the Indie Show, and I appreciate them. All right, so let me start off with some artists that we've had. All right, starting off with Lil Mike and Funny Bone. They were on our first season, I do believe. You can see them in the show Reservation Dogs, Hulu on it, FX on Hulu. All right, they great guests. Look, when I'm saying these names, I want you to write them down and check out their music because it's fantastic. So much love to Little Mike and Funny Bone. Thank y'all so much. Then on top of that, this season, we had another actor from Reservation Dogs. It is Stin Jotty. So big shout outs to Stin Jotty. That episode was fire. I mean, we really kept it 100 and talked about everything. And Native American culture, hip hop, all that type of stuff, right? And then, was it first or second season, we had Air Jazz. He is Native American from Alaska. So it was crazy. So shout out to those artists. We have even more artists that we played their music, and I appreciate you guys. And while I'm thinking about it, since it is Native American Heritage Month, I want y'all to check out some of these programs. Like on Netflix, you have this new animation called Spirit Rangers. And I've said it already. One of my favorite shows, Reservation Dogs, is on FX on Hulu. We got Rutherford Falls on Peacock. We have Dark Winds on AMC. Look, Dark Winds is one of my favorite shows that came out this year, and I need y'all to find it on AMC. All right, do that for me. Come back and be like, yeah, dog, you was right about that one. Prey. It showed up on Hulu, and it did the Predator storyline justice. So check that movie out. I was told that there's a show called Mohawk Girls on Peacock. And then Resident Alien has some Native American storylines in it as well. Happy Native American Heritage Month. A big shout out to all my nations out there. JS1, play my theme music.
Hey, yo, it's about that time, man. The Indie Show. My main man, Mastrmynd.
indie show, indeed, the flow sickening. Masterminded by mastermind, the plot thickens. Good riddance to other pies, the odds against them. Tuesday at 8 p.m., we back in business. Key is in the building, Jay is in the building. Giving the feeling that most of y'all been missing. All things indie, is it banging or whack? Can't call it, but we'll be the judge of that. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Major League, we envy, ain't no canceling this. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Major League, we envy, ain't no canceling this. And I'm gone.
The Indie Show with Mastrmynd.
Oh, I love that song. I love that song. Hey, 1,000 for your mind, 2,000 for your spine. It's the hip hop and show stopping, fat funk dropping master of the wheels of steel. I am your host, Mastrmynd, and this is the Indie Show, all things indie. I appreciate y'all showing me love each and every Tuesday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this is how we start the show with Hello Neighbor.
Hello, neighbor.
And thank you. Look, the love is real. Look, already before we even get the show started, our biggest supporter, Jay Kills, is in the building. He says, I'm driving and still tuned in. What I'm trying to figure out is how is he typing, driving, and still tuned in? It's crazy. I don't understand. But stay safe out there, and we appreciate the support. So, oh, snap, they in the building. So, since they showing up, shout outs to Heath Gunn, Platinum listening in the house. Let's go ahead and put their platinum plaque up there. These are our platinum listeners real quick. We got Jay Kells, we got Heath Gunn. We're looking for you, Love Diva, where you at. If you are in the chat on Facebook or YouTube, you can watch and type live. You can chat with us live. The chat room is where it's at. So if you have any questions or comments, I'm gonna put them on the screen, because the more you interact with me, the crazier and wilder and the more fun the show is. All right, I need you. Your energy. All right, go. So just to let you know, if you're new to the show, the Indie Show is not like all the other podcasts where people just sit around and just talk. Hello, how you doing? I just tell them to tell you about myself. Yeah, no, we don't do that. This is secretly a late night talk show. Now the word is out. All right, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna get to know our guests. We're gonna do one-on-one interviews. We're gonna listen to some music, and we're gonna have a great time, because Tuesdays is all about the Indie Show. Got it? Good. And the person that helps me make this happen every Tuesday is my executive producer, my homie, JS1.
That's me, I think.
That's you, sir. How we doing, sir?
I'm here, sir. I'm having a great week. I'm full from all of the I'm full from Thanksgiving. I've gained
Still
about
full
25.
huh?
Yeah, 25, 30 pounds I gained. You know what I mean? 4 plates minimum. You know how we do it. You know, extra dressing,
Like
sauce, turkey, chicken. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, real. That was 6 pies. I ate 2. You know what I mean? I feel like that's a fair number. I think we're all in the same.
Hey, you did your thing. That's all we can ask. 2, that's a good number. So I take it everybody had, family had a good time.
Family had a great time. Plenty of sleep, plenty of food, and we can't ask for anything else, man. I'm blessed.
No, you can't. Look, I had most of my cousins tune in. Wow. You come to town, and we had a good time from when I was available to hang with my cousins. But some of my cousins didn't show up. But hey, it's all good. I got nothing to say about those people. They were safe. They got a good Thanksgiving where they were. All right.
I feel like that shot's fired. I don't know. It's just something in my spirit tells me there was something in between those lines there, sir.
Look, we didn't hear any shots, so if there's no sound effects, it never happened. All right, cool. But no, right. It's all good. Look, all right. Zach Kells is laughing. All right, what's happening?
All right, so make sure if y'all haven't done so, go to vvcmerch.com. Hello. Get you one of those t-shirts. All different styles. If you want to get Mastrmynd's $1 million mug on a hoodie or a shirt or a cup, man, like, that's the best thing to do. Look at that face. It's America's favorite face. Support, love, and have a blast. Every time you cop some merch from us, you're helping keep the show running. And also, if you are watching on Facebook, we have what they call stars. And we love stars. We're like elementary school kids. You can just get us as many stars as you want us, and we super appreciate every star that you guys give us. And with that being said, Mastrmynd, take it away. It's all about you.
Thank you so much. So we've done this, and let's move on to our next segment real quick, and that is previously on.
Yeah.
Previously on Ready to Die.
So last week's episode was better than I thought it was going to be. I didn't think it was going to be bad. Technically speaking, we had a young man that's representing in Silicon Valley. His name is Kyle Woom, and he is vice president of finance and engineering at Overflow. Man, we talked about Silicon Valley, tech, being black in the industry. Man, he really broke it down to where people can understand it. We talked about creating your own apps, and that's how he got started. It was a wonderful show. If you missed it, I need you to go back. You can go to our YouTube page, vbclife.com, or you can find the Indie Show, All Things Indie, on your favorite podcasts. So, that's Google, that's Apple, Anchor, Spotify, all those. You're going to find us. You see the logo, upper right-hand corner? That's what you need to look for when you search for us. And go ahead, like, subscribe, and share with all your friends. Do that now. You know what I'm saying? If you don't do it now, do it soon. Like, subscribe, share the Indie Show, All Things Indie, with your people. All right. We paid bills. We did all of that. We checked all the boxes. I am very excited about today's show, brother.
We got a special guest, man.
We have a special guest. All right, so I'm gonna go back in time. This is back before the pandemic. All right. So me and the Diva, we went to this event where there was going to be this young lady speaking, right, to a bunch of actors. My agent was just like, hey, tell everybody in the agency, hey, you guys need to go. So we went. And oh my gosh, I didn't know who this woman was beforehand, but afterwards I was just like, I have to know her. I have to look her up on Facebook because she was so motivational. She was so inspirational. She was so full of knowledge. I was just like, she is the G. All right. She does these speaking engagements from time to time, charging X amount of dollars. Tonight, we have her here for the free. So if you missed this opportunity, that's on you, because we did our best to spread the word. All right, we spread the word. We told y'all to tune into this episode. You can always go back and listen to it later, but when do you get this opportunity to ask the question you always wanted to ask in a safe space, in a fun space? You know what I'm saying? Tonight's guest goes by the name of Cathy Reinking. All right. And you know what? Because I like to make it hard for our guests for the next segment, let me just tell you a little bit about Cathy in her own words. All right. I'm looking at her bio. I'm going to tell you what. Are you ready, sir?
Sir, yes, I am.
Let's go for it. She says, I'm a first-generation American on both sides. My dad was a Polish refugee. My mom was a Swiss immigrant, both uneducated going back generations. All right. Part of that migration after World War II. They met on the blind date in Hollywood at the Moulin Rouge on Sunset Boulevard. Look at that.
That's a movie scene. She got that from a movie scene. That's not real.
All right. For decades, I was scared of my own shadow and ashamed of my story. By sheer true grit, determination, the grace of God, and blind courage that came from resilience born out of torture from my dad's legacy, I spent the early 90s working as a casting director in the upper echelons of network TV. Some of my credits include Frasier, Arrested Development, According to Jim and many other shows and pilots on NBC, CBS, ABC, the CW, and Fox. Also served as NBC's manager of casting, overseeing many pilots, including The Office, and holds a degree in theater arts from UCLA, where I graduated magna cum laude in 4 years. Talk to him. Talk to him. Talk your stuff. Look, while I worked in the upper echelons of the industry in rooms I never dreamed of being in with actors I'd admired since childhood, I had never revealed my story. Who knew that I was sitting on a story that has more twists and turns than any Hollywood blockbuster? Okay, I'm a freelancer, many hyphenate award-winning acting coach and content creator. Projects I have written, directed, and produced do it yourself are The British Invasion. It's a Korean American actress pretends to be British in order to get work. We have The Real Man. It's about a black actor vows to only play uplifting roles. All or Nothing. Two disenfranchised gamblers in their 50 find unexpected love at the blackjack table. And a brand new play, Hardball, where two ex-athletes of different backgrounds find unexpected commonalities. These were recently produced in Atlanta, where I live. All right, so bi-monthly, she has a spoken word variety show in Atlanta titled In My Shoes Stories. It highlights new works written and performed by actors from all backgrounds under the auspices of my writing class, Create Your Own Content, now known as Writing Program for Advanced Actors. She has written several books available on Amazon. How to Get Acting Jobs 3.0. Everybody's going to buy that book after today's show. Trust me. A True Hollywood Cancer Story, and Little Lucky Girl, Superman, which looks at the Holocaust and its aftermath from the perspective of the second generation. She's also an award-winning stage director and stage manager who has worked in California, Kansas, Colorado, Minnesota, Texas, Georgia, and New York. And live tonight on the Indie Show, put your hands together for our guest, Cathy Reinking.
I can't believe you read the entire bio.
I want to see your blush.
Oh, I'm more than blushing right now. I'm having an out-of-body experience. I've never been honored that way before.
Hey, shoot, you okay? Look, real talk. I wouldn't say you changed my life, but yes, sis, you changed my. When I heard your words, I was just like, yo, you are legit. And I'm just very happy and honored that you're taking the time to be on my show. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. I was blown away. I'm not sure if I can function right now.
Look, I always tell my guests, look, this is a safe space. We're going to have some fun. I'm going to take care of you. The only thing I ask is just keep it 100. When we ask you questions, just keep it real.
It's
good?
It's all I know how to do. It's all I know how to do.
That's what I'm talking about. Look, you're getting the applause from the West Coast, guns in the house, and the diva's in the building. She says he's so humble. And yes, that's right. He said giving her a laying ovation right now. I don't know what that means, sir, but hey, good. We got that. I'm gonna spell check messed you up. All right. All right. So our first segment is called Elevator Pitch. All right.
Who the hell do you think you are?
So in Elevator Pitch, our guests have 10 to 60 seconds to pitch themselves to the audience. All right. Some fun and creative, some to really tell the audience something about yourself. But it has to be good, because if it's trash, I'll be like, thank you so much, but we're gonna have to let you go. All right. So no pressure at all. All right. And so we determine your time by the roll of a die, and you rolled a 3. So that means you have 30 seconds. All right. Look, we've had the best elevator pitch done in 10 seconds. And then we had, oh man, a car crash with 60 seconds. All right. So you're right in the middle. Let's go. We got to put a
3
time on
seconds?
the. You had no, ma'am. You have 30 seconds.
Oh, 30. I thought it was 3 seconds.
Yeah. 3 seconds. No, I can't do that to you. I was like, okay, bye-bye. All right, we're just waiting for your clock to show up, and once your clock's up and JS1 tells us to go, you can go. It's all about you.
All right, let's go.
Create your own content. Your story matters. Your story matters. I just want to repeat that for 30 seconds because that is so important for artists of any kind, whether you're a musician, an actor, a stand-up comedian. Tell your story truthfully and authentically because the world needs more true stories. There's enough sensational stories going on and it's kind of killing us. So just tell your true story and be brave and bold in doing so.
Certified rock star. Look, I tried to throw her off by saying everything about her, and she still has stuff to talk about. That's what I'm talking about. Great job. I guess we can continue, Cathy. All right, so I'm gonna let the people know right now. If you can share, if you're on Facebook, share this with all you people that need to be listening to this. If you're on YouTube, share it. Let them know. All right, because we're gonna have a fun time. Informational, inspirational, all that good stuff. You know how much fun we have on the indie show? All right, so we're going to our next segment. It's called New Phone Who This?
New phone, who this? New phone, who this?
All right. That's right. Heath Gunn out there is a stand-up comedian and actor. Fantastic advice. It helped my stand-up. Look, she is just dropping dimes already, and we haven't even gotten started. All right, Cathy, a new phone. Who this? We're gonna give you about 10 rapid fire questions. This is where you just keep it 100. All right. Sometimes these questions spark conversation. So if it hits you, just let it out. All right. Also, for the people that is watching in the chat room and just watching, you too can participate. I'm gonna ask a question. Just type in your answers, and we're gonna put them on the screen. All right. My first one. We're gonna start off with this. All right. So, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Was number one at the box office this weekend with $45 million, followed by Strange World with $12 million, and Glass, what's that? Glass Onion?
Glass Onion.
Yeah, with $9 million came in at third. What movie have you seen recently in the theaters?
Oh my God, I see them all the time and I just went totally blank. All I can think of, we saw Smile last night, but that was not in a theater. I'm stumped. I'm stumped. I'm stumped. I saw a movie in a theater. Damn.
Woosah, take a deep breath. It's just us. It's just us. We're good. We're good. All right. All right. So I'm gonna take Smile.
I remember
all
now.
Right.
I remember. Sorry. I remember. She Said.
No, you're good.
I saw She Said in a movie theater.
How was that?
It was really good. It was better than I expected. It's a good woman's picture, honestly. It not only looks at the Harvey Weinstein situation, but the journalists who had to, solve it basically, and it showed their real life while they were trying to take him down. They were having terrible things happen in their real lives, and how they, survived that to tell the story. So I did like it.
So JL said Terrifier 2. I hear that's about the killer clown, and it's real graphic. So I'm glad you enjoyed that, sir. All right. The next question. All right. Early voting has started in Georgia's runoff election between Reverend Warnock and Herschel Walker. How do you vote? Is it A, early, B, on election day, C, mail-in ballot, or D, no voting whatsoever?
So early for me.
Early. Yeah, that's me too. I definitely do early every time. Now I do. And I actually did my voting this Saturday right before the Georgia game. So I was just like, I missed the first quarter because I was in line.
Yeah, the lines are long. which is great.
Actually, I'm in Gwinnett, and we had some short ones that I've been hearing about. So my wife, she had a short line. I was in a shortish line, but I know in DeKalb and everywhere, it's been some really long
Yeah,
lines.
I
And
mean
so
Fulton. I live in Fulton County in Metro Atlanta, and it's long lines,
oh wow, see that?
which is
Okay,
great.
I got you.
Yeah, it's great.
That's what I like hearing and seeing. All right. So number 3, when you walk into a room, what is your theme music? She's thinking.
The first thing that came to my mind was, I'm so excited.
We'll take it. Yeah, I can you just imagine walking in? So that means you are very happy. All right, I'll take that one. All right. Number 4, is there a gift that you've always wanted as a kid but never received?
Everything. I don't know. Anything normal kids had, like, kid sneakers or a bicycle or a car. I don't know, like anything. I don't know.
No, that is a good one. JS, you got an answer one?
Is there a toy I wanted as a kid and never received? Yes, specifically, there was a G.I. Joe like spaceship thing. It was huge, and I always wanted it. And it had like a truck that it came on, and then the spaceship would come and sit straight up, and it would go into the air, and I never got one, and bummed out about that. But I can understand, because it was a few $100s, and I don't think my parents were in the mindset of spending $200 and $300 just for a kid for one toy.
Oh, I was a G.I. Joe fan, so I know that spaceship that you're talking about. Yeah, that thing was huge.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Let me see. JKL said Castle Grayskull. I had Castle Grayskull.
Oh man, I wanted that too. Shout out to J. Kells.
Yeah. I'm gonna flex on y'all. He says go-karts. All right. People asking for go-karts for Christmas? Is that the kind that goes down here with just the brakes? And Diva says a Barbie dream house. All right, then. Thank y'all so much.
Good.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I have one. So if I could come up with something, I'll let you know. All right, number 5. Oh, this is a good one in my opinion. Favorite TV sitcom and drama this season?
God, there's so many good dramas.
White
Lotus.
I'm making it hard on you.
Yeah,
White Lotus?
Or I think Euphoria is brilliant, but very hard to watch. But I really like that show. There's a lot of good dramas. There was some what was the show that Maya Rudolph, Loot? I really like that comedy.
And that's on Apple. Okay, I don't have Apple. I wanted to see that. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, really good ensemble of actors. A lot of them I hadn't seen before, who were found on stages, because that's usually where actors are found, and it just has a really good ensemble to it.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I think I like. Oh man, I went brain dead. I watch. I have a lot of different shows, but let's just go with The Resident as far as drama. I like watching that, and The Neighborhood as my comedy. Yeah.
And that's one of the last multicams, right? That are still on the air. It's a multicam, right? Yeah, it's one of the. It's like a dinosaur now.
Yeah, pretty much. It's still hanging on. So thank you, Fox, for that. Yeah. All right, JS, what's my next question?
Yes, sir. The OG question of the day.
How do you like your grits, love? Cheese, sugar, salt and pepper, and butter.
Or butter.
You can pick more than one if you need to.
Yeah, salt and pepper and butter.
Girl, that's what I'm talking about. We have some people that like to say sugar, and so I'm just like, Yeah, exactly. That same face we all make when they say sugar. All right, so you passed the test. All right, next question.
All right.
What's your favorite pie? Pecan, sweet potato, pumpkin, and Dutch apple.
Oh God, every one of them. Pecan or apple.
Okay, I got you. He says favorite game. That's how we like our grits. No sweet grits. All right. Cathy, you're hosting game night. What two games are we definitely playing?
Poker and Yahtzee.
Poker makes an appearance, JS. We haven't had either one of these, and I love Yahtzee.
I don't even know if I've ever played Yahtzee. I got to think about that.
Man. Come on, you like dice, don't you? What's the first song on your groove session mixtape when you're trying to set the mood?
Something from Frank Ocean.
Okay. I got you. Frank Ocean in the building.
That's a great answer. Next?
Hollywood just greenlit a movie about you. What actor should play you?
Emily Blunt.
Oh, okay. I like that. Nice. I think you passed. Is that it, sir?
Got two more if you want to, or how you want to do it.
Let's go for it.
Bonus round.
The diva said she can totally see Emily Blunt playing you. That is awesome.
Oh, wow. Okay, oh. She's the pretty version.
Yeah, okay. Stop it. Look, you're cutting cords. Which streaming service has to go? Netflix, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime.
God, that's a Paramount, I guess.
Dang, you see how they treating Paramount, JS? It always getting the boot.
It's the first one to get the boot.
All necessary. So.
Yeah, apparently you're not a Star Wars fan. Star Trek fan. All right. So it's a karaoke night. What song is your go-to choice?
Well, it used to be Addicted to Love. I don't know if I feel that way anymore, but yeah, Addicted to Love.
I got you. Addicted to Love. Ladies and gentlemen, she has passed New Phone Who This. Good stuff. I love it. Yes. All right. So we're going to switch gears. It's that time. We're going to listen to some music in a segment called We'll Be the Judge of That.
Court is now in session.
All right, so in We'll Be the Judge of That, we have artists who we're going to play songs from 3 different artists, all right? And after the song is over, we're going to critique the music, and then everyone that is watching is going to vote in real time for their favorite. If an artist wins 3 weeks in a row, they get their very own show based around them. Our last winner, our last champion, GK Super, he's going to have his own show sometime in 2023. So dreams do come true. All right. So the first artist I wanted to do, let's do Ali.
Ice cream. You ready?
Yeah, but before you do that, see, usually we have artists in studio. They get a little mini interview, and then they introduce their song to the world. So some of you may have seen this one, and I'm playing it only because Ali was going to be on the show today, but I guess he's not going to be on the show today, but we're still going to play it. And let's go with Ali.
These streets ain't safe. A demon can show face in many different ways. There's so many freaks ain't safe. Watch yourself. You might wanna saving. Cause when I'm feeling you, fulfill my craving. And you let me drown every time I taste it. I ain't never see myself with someone chasing. Till you do them things you do. Keep me acting like a fool. But that girl ain't mine, no. She ain't mine, no. That girl ain't mine, no.
Look, I'ma tell you, you know everybody. And if you can fuck my bitch, you can have it. And I let her finish first and come after. While you getting on the nerves, I'm on the mind. And while you clocked in at work, I got these dogs on your lawn. And I'm probably upstairs going hard. See, it's more than one way to skin a cat. It's more than one ways to beat your back. I can speak your language, but my rhetoric better than them. Yeah, she always on my line, she ain't checking for them. I'm a beast, mama. Swear to God, he ain't me, mama. All we do is fucking, no speaking the sheets, mama. Yeah, that boy nothing, not equal to me, mama. Yeah, it's only for the night, girl. It's way
There's so
too
many
many.
freaks inside. Watch yourself. You might wanna watch yourself. Watch yourself. So you gotta watch yourself. Watch yourself. Watch yourself. Till you do them things you do. Yeah. Keep me acting like a fool. But that girl ain't mine, no. She ain't mine, no. That girl ain't mine, no. No, she ain't mine, no. Everybody, no, no.
That was Ali with The Girl Ain't Mine. And in the chat room, we have JKL says, I'm really digging it. And Heath Gunn said, I like this. Afro beats meets R&B. And back to JKL, he said, I can't believe this girl in the video. I'm glad she got caught. All right. What do you think about our first contestant, Cathy?
I agree with everyone saying I love the line "fell in love with a fallen angel." I don't know why that really stuck out to me.
Yeah, that one caught me too. Like I didn't catch it the first time, so I was listening this time. So I was just like, okay, I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
JS, what you got?
Yeah, it's increasing in value on the second watch. Like, I didn't dislike it the first time I saw it. I think what took me out was the first time we watched it, it was like a 2-minute intro before the video started. So like this time I kind of skipped the intro and went straight to the video. I enjoyed it so much more without watching random people do stuff for 2 minutes before the song. So much better.
Yeah, I got. So let me see. The diva, she says, I like the video, nice groove. Only thing I didn't like was the skinning the cat lyric. All right, I guess if you have a cat owner, you guess you don't like that type of stuff. All right. All right, so that was Ali. If you like that one, be ready to vote. All right, you have any additional comments about that one, Cathy?
No, I just didn't get the cat skin. That's terrible.
Yeah.
I missed that one.
Yep. All right. Our next challenger, he is back. He had a song with us before. People love this guy. And hold on. Let me see. Hold on. J. Kell says, love will drive you crazy. Getting a cat. I got you.
Thank you.
Cool. Stop messing with them crazy image, JKLs. That's all I got to say. All right, next artist is someone that y'all know and love. If you are a regular on the show, Cloud Envy is back. And he had to work overtime today. He was really looking forward to being on the show. So if you like this new song, I think it's called 4321, make sure you vote for it and have him back on the show next week. All right. JS.
Ready?
Are you ready? Let's go.
This goes out to you. Yo, I called my mom the other day, right? I said, yo, mom, I know what type of artist I want to be. She said, what? I said, I want to be a danger. Yo,
come on.
Ain't too much been going on. I've been laid in the cut. Hyperbolic time chamber trying to change things up. A lot of players on the board, so it's things to be taken. Yeah, not like they stood a chance, so I skate right by. Whoa. Tony Hawk with a money mic walk. I caught him trying to bark. Now he's back at the park, dodging the pound. Back to slinging pounds, cause his sound is nothing. Think I'm bluffing, I push this button myself. You felt my presence, now you present. Where the sun don't shine, I tell the devil that I leveled up 3-4 times. He tries to send a little Neville, trying to cut my grind, it's unlikely. I FIFO fight these illiterate hype beats. Use them for practice, cause I know that they really acting. Brandon T. Jackson, type beats and flows, cheats and codes.
Hold on. You're going too crazy right now. Like, we in the booth right now. And it's not even picking up the audio.
Really
like, you going that crazy. Like, you killing it that bad. Like,
oh my God.
Be humble, bro. I told you. Matter of fact, hey, run that shit, man. Let's get it.
You want me to believe, but it's hard to. Giving up the keys to these baby kids. A black soul just stroll right by. Tell me hi when you see me. Goodbye to you Stuart little rappers. Or carbon copies who keep spitting the same chapter. But get your waper. Just know who made you, just really did you a favor. Me, I'm more solid and well polished. Just watching me is knowledge, but there is no playbook for Remy. Or any type of comparison. Their name is Cloud or Groove. I played a foul and rolled Dolo at high noon. I of either Tony or Romo, them two they tunes. Either way, my stripes earned. It's your turn, dude. But don't blow a fuse trying to match me. I'm not fish fire, I'm a gas leak. Grooving down the street to your neighborhood BP. That peaks the old man about to spark his Newport. It's right under as he ashes, you can only imagine. I stay packing, got disrespect on standby. Keep it on my right hip, shoot it off with my left eye. Sparks flying, there's the sirens. Screaming like Sabrina calling Byron. I am Carolina's highness, all plus, no minus.
Pussy shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, representing North Carolina is Cloud Envy with 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know. I'm kind of biased. He is one of my favorite artists that's ever been on the indie show, and his personality is real cool. I mean, he's real laid back. He's so laid back, you don't know that he's going to spit the fire that he's going to spit. I mean, just representing North Carolina. North Carolina isn't really known for hip hop like that, with almost a New York East Coast type of flow. But he comes with it. One of the things I saw in the chat was Jay Kells. He said late 90s red meth vibe. And I feel it because that's the way he was riding that beat. JS1, what you got?
This is it. Fire. I love this record. Yeah, like he took that LL Cool J beat and went crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? I was not expecting the lyricism. Like at first when I heard the beat, I was like, oh God, he's just taking the old stuff and doing, but then I was like, oh wow, like he's really killing this. Like, and I really was taken aback by how, like, this is one of those records that you have to go back and listen to 2 or 3 times because there's so many nuances and so many things he's saying and so many old school, like, yo, this dude is young. What does he know about Bebe's Kids? He don't know nothing about Bebe's Kids. What's going on? So, like, you know, I loved it. I really enjoyed the record, and I look forward to listening to it more and more and more.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I hate that he couldn't make it. Bosses, y'all doing overtime on my man just because, and with nobody in the building. That's foul, dog. That's foul. But hey, it is what it is. Get that paper. All right. So, Cathy, what did you think?
Well, I think I'd like to look at both of these artists' charisma quotient, because you know me, I like to talk about charisma, like what attracts us to something or someone or music. So to me, Cloud Envy was high on the charts of charisma, like very powerful from the get-go, really sexy, really just really powerful and very charismatic. And Ali, I just didn't find him charismatic very much, or that group very much. So I guess I'm going to look at it that way. I've decided. So
no, that is cool. I mean, because you keep it at 100, and I'm loving your perspective. And I'm just imagining if he was in the chat with us right now, he would probably be as humble as you were at the start of the show because he is real laid back. So you just saying sexy and all this other stuff. I can just imagine him blushing, just so thankful for all the constructive criticism. So yeah, that's another feather in his cap, and I know he appreciates that. So when he listens to the rebroadcast, he is going to be happy. Let me see. We got some Daryl Dillon is in the building. Hello, what's happening, sir? Intellectual rap is old school, which goes with that beat. There you go. Daryl is loving it. And one of my favorite people from back in the day, Kelly Reed, is in the building. Hello, Miss Ma'am. How you doing? I think you're on the West Coast. Missing you. Big shout out to you and your daughter. Hope you still acting. All right. That's what's up. And so now we have our current champion. Our current champion goes by the name of Janae Music. All right. So she got a significant portion of the votes last week. Let's see if she can go with 2 wins in a row. Everybody sit back. We have a female representing tonight. And let's see Janae Music.
Niggas these days ain't even got a rap. They talk big shit, but I swear it's all cap. Got your nigga on my titty and your bitch on my lap. Done kicking through the door, now I'm kicking straight back. Look, I ain't really come here to argue. If I really wanted to, I could harm you. But that's a waste of my time, and for real, it's a crime. And for that, I'ma really have to charge you. Charge it to the game, charge it cause you lame. Charge it to your credit, ain't no money in your bank. We all know that you broke, you lying, provoked, and you love chilling with these niggas just so you can smoke. You ain't slick. We see you, child, this is shit. Wouldn't wanna be you, I'm one of a kind. Ain't no sequels, won't add up, sweet and low, no equal. Bitch, you got options. Bitch, you got options. Yeah, bitch poppin'. Yeah, bitch poppin'. Yeah, bitch thick in the hips. Thick. Pussy on lockness. Pussy got grip. All my girls dying. Bad bitches only. Yeah, they be trotting. Stuntin' the strap. Don't fuck with these niggas unless they got bands that they be dropping. Better have bands. Bitch, you got options. Yeah, they got options. Hoes be plotting. Hoes can plot. Talking all that tough shit. Keep on talking. Click on spot and see what you got. We ain't the same, bitch. Never be the same. Better be cautious. Ho, watch out. Cause I take shots when these hoes plot. All these bars dropping. But they ask with the pussy talk. I say the outline, niggas in chalk. Then you did from the head, take it so loud, cold. Now you froze from the 2-hand got. I don't just like to brag about my sex life. But this nigga keep on saying I'm his next wife. We don't hang enough, hell, we only bang once. Spit the nigga like a tie, know I got the Midas touch. Put the pussy on him, now ain't talking about commitment. Wanna done a nigga, one hit, now he addicted. Pussy got the power stronger than the white powder. Got his nose up in my flower, got the gushy with the shout. Ride the dick like a stallion, ride the beat. Up and down, run around, got the making knees. Call me Tina Snow, cause the pussy game cold. Yeah, it might be little, but I'm still a big go freak. Bitch, you got options. Bitch, you got options. Yeah, bitch poppin'. Yeah, bitch poppin'. Yeah, bitch thick in the hips. Thick. Pussy on lockness. Pussy got grip. All my girls stallions. Bad bitches only. Yeah, they be trotting. Stuntin' the strap. Don't fuck with these niggas unless they got bands that they be dropping. Better have bands. Bitch, you got options. Yeah, they got options. Hoes be plotting. Hoes can plot. Talking all that tough shit. Keep on talking. Click on spot and see what you got. We ain't the same, bitch. Never be the same. Better be cautious. Ho, watch out. Cause I take shots when these hoes plot. All these bars dropping. Bodies drop. Bodies drop. Bodies drop.
That trap with Janae Music and Dick Kell. He's just keeping 100. I just cannot not like this. He likes his music hood. Look. Even the diva came out here dancing. So, JS, what was your opinion of this song this time?
Liked it. He's good. And yeah, I rock with it. Super rock with it. I think this is definitely in her wheelhouse. Like no guns, sexy ladies, great dancing, great lyric. Yo, she's a dope lyricist. I'm like, on this record, I heard so much great lyricism. You know what I mean? Flow was crazy. I just like the way I just love this record all the way around. I think this was very, very well done.
Yeah, her lyricism. Okay, so I know I'm old or whatever, and I got to get used to this new school of rap or whatever. And once I got over that times have changed, I started listening to artists because in the beginning when we were calling them mumble rap, they weren't really saying anything. but now the artists are starting to come with some witty lyrics and everything, and I can appreciate that. This is not my favorite song that I've heard. It hasn't elevated anymore since the last time I did it, but it is a nice bop in which I'm gonna nod my head if it's in the car and I'm seeing some girls, whatever, they're enjoying it. I'll just nod my head to it. Is it my favorite? No, but I'm glad that she's representing. I'm glad that she has an audience. I'm glad that she knows how to spit. So, and that's what's up. Cathy, what you got?
I thought the video was distracting for me. I didn't like the video, so I couldn't really get into the song. I just didn't get it. It wasn't charismatic for me.
There it is. There it is. And this coming from a casting director. So look, it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is up to you now to vote for your favorite artist. Please, it's vote. Stick around, but still vote for your favorite show. We're about to start talking to Cathy. So JS, let me see. This dude is stupid. J. Kill said, I played this on the way to church. Bruh. Okay. And I believe him too. All right, so we are going to put the link to vote up on the screen pretty soon. There it is. That's how you can vote. We want you to vote. I'm gonna keep the line to voting open until 11 p.m. Get your votes in by 11 p.m. and we will see if Janae is going to win for a second week in a row, or is the charisma that our guy Cloud Envy possess take him to the top, or can Ali sneak in and steal it from everyone? It's up to you, people. It's up to you. And you know what else is up to you? Telling everybody to tell everybody to tune in now, because we have to go one-on-one with Cathy Reinking.
Just a second.
I can't believe that it's finally me and you and you and me, just us.
And that was perfect. I walked it in perfectly, and I was just like, I'm about to hit this mark, and he's gonna play it. And yeah, it is what it is. We do what we can. How you doing, Cathy?
I'm pretty good.
I'm very happy that you are here. So in this segment of the show is just we're about to talk. We're about to learn a little bit about you. You got a lot of stuff going on. We can talk about your books. We can talk about you being the casting director, and we can talk about the shows and stuff that you have coming up. But before we do that, why and how did you get into casting?
Well, I've always loved actors, because I did have a very chaotic childhood. I was obsessed with movies and TV and loved actors very much. And so, and I think I probably wanted to be one, but I ended up helping actors, which is more comfortable for me. But so I didn't know that there was a job of casting director, when I was coming up the ranks or in college or anything. But I wanted to be a theater director from the get-go. So I wanted to be actually a regional theater director. So I studied that in college, and all the skills that I had as a theater director were perfect to go into casting, because at the time there were no self-tapes. So it has director in the title, right? Casting director. So we would have live auditions in the room, and I would direct actors, give them some little tweaks to help them book that job. And that was the joy of the job, was directing actors every single day. And then working, of course, on these great TV shows where we were doing the scenes from those shows for every audition, which is that was a dream.
What was it like working as a woman working in the industry? Was it tough being a casting director? Were you taken seriously for your opinions?
That's a really good question. We're not the producer, we're not the money people. So we do not have the final say of who gets the roles. So we're like laymen, we're like in the trenches, bringing people to the producers. and the showrunners. So we don't have that much power, except we have power who we can bring to the producers. But we really, and so many times we would be championing an actor that we thought was really superior, but then they would go with somebody that wasn't because there was some other connection they had with them. So that kind of stuff happened a lot, which was really frustrating. Is that what you mean? Is that?
Yeah, no, you answered it. Now, which makes me think, so what does an actor need to know what they probably don't know about casting and casting directors?
It's a very stressful job. Casting, there's so many moving pieces to it, and it's a 24/7 job. I've missed out on a lot of weekends, when my daughter was younger, just because there would be some emergency where some actor would drop out of a TV show and it would start shooting on a Monday and I would have to recast. Like, we were always on call. So there was no time when we could really relax. It was a constant, like I would go to bed dreaming of actors, like what actors would be good for a certain project. And then we have to go through all the submissions and all the media. I don't know. There's a lot of moving pieces, and it's very stressful. So it's really the actor's job to make our lives easier.
And what is one way an actor can make your life easy?
Being self-reliant, not needing validation, not needing beefed up, just being quietly confident in who they are and what they bring to the project. And what they bring to the project is themselves, and not trying to be anyone else. You cannot be anyone else to be a good actor. It's kind of counterintuitive because, well, I'm playing different roles and, I have range, but really there's no range. It's just, especially for TV, for episodics, it's like, we just want you in your essence and to be, self-contained in that.
So is that something that happens in a lot where an actor that's auditioning for something is seeking validation, or is like they'll do an audition like, how did I do? Was that it?
Yeah, was that it? Or like this happened a lot where somebody would be in audition and then you would say, thank you very much, which meant it wasn't really that great. If we said, oh, thank you so much, that meant it sucked.
Oh, wow.
So
you're hearing that first. Here, people, we dropping knowledge bombs.
Yeah. And so we would, they would go, well, I could do it a different way. Do you want me to, do you want me to do it a different way? Or they would just be, we hate actors that feel a little desperate. Like, but did I do okay? But what did you want? What do you want? What do you need? What do you want? We just want you to be self-reliant and, like I said, and a good person. Like, we really looked for people that were good people because we would have to send them to a stage that was extremely stressful. So we need to know that you are self-contained on a set. I've gotten in trouble for actors. This is when people didn't have cell phones. They had like phones on the set and they would be using the phone set. And, the producer would call and say, that's really bad. Can you tell them not to do that? Or they would be fraternizing too much with the stars, being too chatty with them. We would hear about that.
Oh, man.
Like, we have to be responsible for each actor that they're hiring. And so we got to make sure you're a good person.
So there is a relationship between the casting director, the actor, and their agent?
Yeah, the relationships between the agents and the casting director is really strong. You were in constant contact with each other. So that seems to be the tightest relationship.
Those are the tightest of the relationships?
Yeah.
And so is it your job to reach out to an agent, or is an agent reaching out to you say, hey, this actor would be great, or you're saying, hey, I remember this person?
Yeah, it both that actors would pitch us people. I'd also, of course, submit people. And then we were always scouting talent. So I still do, even though I'm not casting full time right now, but we're constantly scouting talent, looking for talent on stages or in comedy clubs or in improv shows, or, not just by getting submitted, but actually performing out in the world. And now even looking at videos on Instagram or TikTok, we do look at that because we're constantly finding people with charisma and with just the special je ne sais quoi, they say, So we would make lists of people that we see that we love. Like if we fall in love with a performer that we see perform, we're going to write them down. We're going to remember that person and we're going to try to find them work.
So let's talk about this digital world that we're in right now.
Yeah.
Two things I want to talk about. The first one is piggybacking on what you just talked about, finding people like doing YouTube skits and shorts and whatnot. Is that taking off as far as finding quality talent for TV shows?
Yeah, it's another way to find talent. And even before it really exploded, the cast of The Office at their lunch hours, they would always go look on YouTube videos for new talent. Like that was even part of a current show, because current shows are always looking for new, fresh blood, basically, to bring to the show. So that's why it's really important for actors not just to be waiting for auditions. They've got to be constantly creating or performing or, getting out of their comfort zone.
Creating content. Ladies and gentlemen, I am chatting one-on-one with Cathy Reinking, former casting director, and a whole lot more. All right, so the second part of this digital world that I wanted to talk about was self-tapes. You come from a time when we were in the room. I want you to compare being in the room with self-tapes. When you think about self-tapes, and what do these people need to do better with their self-tapes? Look, I'm trying to help you actors out. Hey, if you have questions, post them now. Email them if you need to. But I'm here. I have Cathy. Let's go. Oh, go ahead.
Self-taping auditions are evil. How can actors direct themselves? Like, you don't know what the style of the show is really. You don't know, like I said, I was always directing people in a room, and all it would take was a few tweaks. Like if you're a really good director, you can find the key to unlock it. And each actor is really different, so you have to find a different key. But having actors just count on themselves and even self-taping services are great, but they also don't really know the style of the show or how to make an actor just a little bit better. But there's some really simple stuff that I'd like to mention right now is a self-tape is just a conversation. You're just talking to somebody and you're listening. And you can actually book a job more on how you're listening and being affected by what the other person says than what you're saying. It's not about you. It's about the other person in a scene. With self-tape, it's kind of weird because we're just seeing you, but it still is a scene between two people or maybe more than two people, right? So keep it simple but deep, just talking and listening. Don't ever walk into the frame. Don't do anything silly, like walk into the frame, eat something, even though it says in the script you're eating a sandwich. Don't do that. Don't do any actions. Just keep it really simple because we're just looking at you and your eyes, and that conveys everything. So don't try to be, don't try to stand out. Just be yourself talking.
Wow, that's some good stuff. Okay. All right. We're going to switch gears a little bit, but we're going to come back. We're going to continue this conversation with Cathy, dropping knowledge left and right. What we're going to do right now is play a game, and we're going to play Mastrmynd games.
Let the games begin!
All right.
Oh, God.
Yes, get nervous. Yes, take a drink. So
my heart is still pounding, like I'm not relaxed.
Well, you should be really confident. Be confident on this one because Mastrmynd has lost every game for the last 4 weeks. So you're pretty good. You're good. You're in there.
I appreciate that. We didn't have to share that with company. Maybe I was going to tell her that. Or maybe Kales was out there. He likes to hate and help all the guests out. So look, we got 10 questions in Mastrmynd game, all right? It could be simple. All you have to do is you get 3 strikes, you're out. But you can get the help from the audience if big facts. See, Jay Kells is a hater. I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought. All right, yeah. You're a hater, sir. So I'm going to ask you some movie-related questions, okay? The name of this game is called what's that movie? All right. And your goal is to guess the movie based upon the popular quote from the movie. All right.
God.
This could be in your wheelhouse. It could not. All right. Maybe someone like J. Kells or Daryl can help you with
Yeah,
the
Daryl
answer.
will know. I hope Daryl's still on here.
I
'Cause
hope he
he'll-
is too, because he got to be supporting. All right. So
yeah, and he's gonna win this hands down. So
yeah, all right, good. So yes, you can definitely ask for help. All right.
Okay.
I'm not even going to limit it. You can ask for help for each question. Let's see if I can win this week. All right, let me get my answers together because I don't want to look foolish. All right, so
no, you want me to look foolish. I see. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, Daryl's
he
here.
is here. He is ready to rock and roll. All right, so very first one, I'm looking forward to this. Yes, Lord. All right, I'm gonna give you quotes. I'm gonna say the quotes, and then you get a moment to think about it. All right. The first one is, "You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls." So that is the quote. You got to tell me what the movie
and is Sandlot right? I've heard the I can't. Yeah, the
J.K.
Sandlot.
said Sandlot. Daryl says the Sandlot. Do you want to take their answers or go it yourself?
I'm taking their answer.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
You are correct.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Daryl and Jay.
I'm very excited because he struggled on the first one, so I'm sure I got this. All right. All right. Number 2. All right. Let me get it set up. Number 2. You talking to me?
Oh, that's a Taxi Driver.
Taxi Driver is correct.
Come on. I'm so excited.
Yes. Look, I have you. All right. Here's number 3. If you build it, he will come.
Is that Field of Dreams? Field of something? Field of Dreams?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
You are correct. Field of Dreams.
Oh, awesome. Oh, wow. Okay, I feel more confident now.
Y'all looked at me and said I was cheating. If she was saying Field of Magnolia or something like that, you said, but she said it originally. So look, she know what she's doing. She good at this.
Wow.
Right,
Okay.
So she has 3. Look, the people out there, they woke up. They're ready to play. Let me see. Yay! Look, Daryl's out there. He ready. He got the answers. He's applauding and everything. All right. There we go. What's next? Here we go. Number 4. He gonna cry in the car. He gonna cry in the car. Yes, I'm loving it. Play the music, Daz. I need my first X.
Oh, Friday. I'll take that.
Are you sure? They could be wrong.
I got nothing.
So is Friday your final answer?
Yes, I trust your listeners.
You are correct.
Well, I am not, but
okay. I don't like where this is going. Look, we have 4. You got 4 right. We have 6 to go. I just need 3 strikes. All right. I have faith in you. You can do this. All right. Number 5. Is this your king? Is this your king?
Black Panther? Oh no.
Ooh, good one. Is that your final answer? I mean, she said Black Panther. I mean,
like the first one. The first one.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah. It's coming through.
See?
Jay, whatever Jay
Look.
said, Jay. I don't know what your first name is. It's just Jay, but yeah.
She is correct. Thank you for helping her out. I mean, for making her more confident in her answer.
More confident.
Yes, yes. Look at that. Lord have mercy. All right. Look, I like this one. I'm going to get an X on this one. I know. All right. Here we go. I'm about to mess up. Number 6. Mackin' hanging. Mackin' hanging.
Daryl just
Play the music. You a hater. I
Jay says the wood.
He might be right. Don't you say anything, Diva.
Yeah.
Dang, even Daryl says the wood.
What is the wood? I don't even know what the wood is. What is that?
Your homework for this weekend is to watch The Wood.
Okay.
All right. Your homework.
Okay.
Like,
I got it down.
One of those movies with a flashback with the kids. The whole kids flashback sequence is hilarious.
Oh, okay.
But you will enjoy this movie. If you don't, well, then I don't know what to say about it.
Then
But
I can't be on your show.
There we go. Watch The Wood. Trust me. All right.
Okay.
Cool. The answer is The Wood. I would like to thank J. Kales and Daryl for ruining it for me. Thank you, guys. I just knew I had that one. Let me see. Look, this is not going the way I wanted it to. Number 7. Let's get that off the screen. Since Mrs. Robertson, you're trying to seduce me, aren't you?
The Graduate.
Yay. He was just like, oh, come on now. Give me a hard one. All right. I got you. Ready? You is kind. You is smart. You is important.
Is that from Trading Places or something?
Is that your final answer?
No. Oh, yes, it is.
That's your final answer? Excellent. He said Trading Places is her quote for you is kind.
Oh, wait a second.
You
Jay
is
just
smart,
said the help.
You is important. The answer is The Help. Yes.
Yes. I got one wrong. Jay, Trading Places.
I don't remember that saying in Trading Places.
I made it up. I don't know.
Hey, look, my acting must be terrible because I was just like, you said Trading Places. I don't think
Trading Places.
I don't think Mr. Valentine ever said that. All right. Thank you for the sound effect, sir. All right, number 9. You gonna eat your tots? Again, you gonna eat your tots?
Jay, that was the extended version. You're right. Thank you for that. You gonna eat your tots.
Yes. She over there looking for help. Answer the question, woman.
Oh, Napoleon Dynamite, Jay says.
That's what he says. I wouldn't trust him all the time.
I would trust him. I don't even know if I trust him.
He doesn't show up for Thanksgiving. So, you might not get the right answer.
Well, I have no answer now, so.
So, wait. Napoleon Dynamite is one answer. And, Jake, I mean, he's good. He's talking about the sequel to Life. All right. So, what is our answer going to be? You can use Napoleon Dynamite, or you can go on your own with another great answer.
Napoleon Dynamite.
That is correct.
Thank you, Jay. Jay, you must text me when whoever you are, you must text me so I can thank you.
Yes. Even Daryl comes in late with dynamite. He has the J.J. Evans dynamite. I appreciate that. And last but not least, here is our last one. Look at me. Look at
Oh
me.
God.
I am the captain now.
Yeah. That movie that Tom Hanks was in on the ship, which I saw. Oh.
Look at me. Look at me. I am the
Yeah.
captain now.
Yeah. Oh, what was it called? They're on the ship. That was a very exciting movie. Can I just do the plot? Phillips, Captain.
If you want to, hey,
Captain
I'm gonna
Phillips.
need a name, ma'am. What?
Captain
What did you
Phillips.
say?
Phillips.
Captain Phillips.
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Sure.
It is Captain Phillips. Oh my God! He got it.
Woo!
Congratulations.
Oh, you made me like even doubt myself. You're so good at it.
That's my goal. That's my goal. I'll make this thing exciting. I love it.
Wow. This is fun. I want to be a guest every week.
Hey, you have an open invitation. I like the way you see the world. So, hey, man, I'm creating content. I'm a content creator.
You are. You're the king of it. You are the king. You are the king of it now.
Hey, man, hey, look, compliments coming from you. That means a lot. So I appreciate you. All right, so we're about to go back and go back to this one interview because I want to look. This dude right here. Thank you, sir. The hater says, I love this losing streak. Hate. Yeah, thanks, bro. You got love for all the guests. You sound like you want to say something, Jay. What you got? Were you going to get any of those questions right?
Half.
Half? All right. That's what's up. All right. So we're back to one-on-one with Cathy. All right. So I want to make sure I get this in. All right. So I want to play a video and then we can talk about it after this video. All right, Cathy? All right, Jay?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to a new tour of humanity. We are everyday men and women. We struggle, we survive, we find hope amidst chaos. We piece words together. An antidote to a highly polarized world. Here's a little about us. We're a storytelling event of original content. True stories that needs no sensationalization. Cuts through the day-to-day defenses and facades to get to the soul of the human being inside. By giving you a glimpse of the world in my shoes, we discover how close and connected we truly are. Some of our performers. There are 3 components to our show. Because your story matters.
Show now available for touring. This is Cathy Reinking, creator and curator of In My Shoes Stories.
All right. So tell us about In My Shoes Stories. How did you come up with it, and when is the next one?
The next one is this coming Friday at Red Light Cafe. Tickets are only $15. Well, I've been, helping actors create content for several years now, and I wanted a more organized platform for it. When I moved to Atlanta, I was teaching a writing class for actors in person. And so what would come out of those classes, then this would be a platform for them to do it, to actually do it in front of an audience. Usually it's like a staged reading of their project. Yeah, it's the favorite thing this is my favorite thing that I do. I enjoy it a lot more than casting because it's, casting is about supporting other people's stories and sometimes not in a great way. I worked on Emmy-winning shows, but I also worked on a lot of crap. So this way I have full control over curating a show that showcases actors who also write. And they're also telling their true story. So yeah, that's why I do that.
Do you have any actors, any alums, I should say, that have stood out to you that have been part of this program?
Well, my favorite is, John Good, who, hosts The Moth. He did it once in the early days, and John Good is a literary hero for me. Do you know who John is?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, the Moth stories are very special, and he's a great storyteller. So John Good, Andrea Lang did one early on. Chris Mayers was involved. Just the top creatives in Atlanta have done them. Daryl has a one-man show called Man Up. That's really great. He did it last time. We can have a stage reading of a screenplay, or usually it's a one-person show, or it could be, a stage play that is going to be produced. So it varies.
How long do these actually last?
You mean the actual show?
Yes.
It's like 2 hours.
About 2 hours? All right. Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the feedback been like so far?
Like, people feel better about humanity when they leave. That's the feedback. Like, I've never been to such a positive show, where, people can come in grumpy or stuck in traffic. People complain too much about traffic in this town because it's worse in any other city. Anyway, they'll just leave, and it'll be, the audiences are very diverse in all kinds of ways. So they talk to people they wouldn't ordinarily talk to. They come out just feeling better about people.
Okay. So, is it feeding your soul? Is it accomplishing the goal that you wanted it to when you created it?
Yeah, about that we need to hear more real stories so we can understand each other. Because, misunderstanding and negative stereotypes kill people. So,
yeah.
So
I want to learn more about you. All right. So you recently decided to become a comedian. What's up with that? How did that go? And let's talk about the story of that, followed by your first stand-up in front of people.
In front of people. Yeah. I actually did it a little bit when I was living in Los Angeles. I want an outlet for my stories, but my stories, as you heard from my bio, there's very, very sad, tortured stories. So how can I tell those stories in a palatable way, And so to try to find humor in it, I guess, is what got me started on this. And then I love to write. So writing my own, stand-up is really easy, but it's the performing aspect that I am literally terrified before every show. So I stopped doing it. And then coming to Atlanta here, I'm starting to do it again to try to feel less terrified. So that's my goal, is just to feel more comfortable on a stage by myself, telling my story. And I took Lace Larrabee's class, which was fantastic. And we did our graduate punchline. That went great. But then I've done some open mics since then and kind of lose track. And my heart is pounding too hard. So last night I went to Laughing Skull for, I guess, the third time I've been there. And I finally felt okay. It wasn't perfect, but I finally felt okay.
How long is your set?
It's, at Laughing Skull, it's, for their open mic, that's on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's only for 4 minutes, but I have done a 7-minute set at a show called The Slumber Party. It's at Roll Call, and Alex Libby organizes that, and we do stand up in our PJs. So.
Oh, if you weren't nervous already, so
right.
Imagine me naked. I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
I suffer from nerves and anxiety very much, and so why I put myself in harm's way, I don't know.
Yeah, so since you're nervous and your heart is beating crazy, can I put you on the spot and at least get one of your jokes? Yeah.
uh, uh, I
I'm just
get
saying.
it's going to be weird to go in the middle. I can talk about because what I do is I talk. I always like to honor my father because he had a very tortured life. But a comedy club is not a really good place to tell his
Yeah.
story. But I can talk shit about my mom. So my mom was a Swiss immigrant, uneducated, English as a second language. She definitely knew the word no and used it often, but she could never learn the phrase "good job." Like we aspired to be poor white trailer trash because at least then we would have owned our own home. You have not lived until you have spent months at a time in a dumpy motel in the California desert, and then you got to move up into a small one-bedroom apartment in which you got to share a bed with your mother in junior high.
Oh.
No wonder I didn't masturbate until I was in my 50s. Anyway, that's
Oh, okay. I see you. Okay. Look, so when I'm listening, I can tell that one, that you're a great writer and a performer. So have you ever thought about turning the comedy, just mashing it all together and doing like a one-woman show?
oh god. Probably. For total disclosure, I had really, really bad cancer at one point, and I just feel like my brain cells aren't there as much as they used to be. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like my brain is really equipped to memorize a one-person show.
I got you.
But I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah. No, it's because it sounds good and I can see it. I mean, I can just see it, telling all these stories back to back because the way you were delivering it, I was just like, okay, I'm feeling this. I'm sitting back and I can just visualize you on stage telling these stories. Yes, doing the comedy is one thing, but just telling the stories that have funny moments. Oh man, that's golden right there.
Arvel, are
That's
you turning the tables on me? Are you coaching the coach now?
Hey, look, in my mind, we are a team. Look, if we can work together on any and everything, I am down. But yes, I guess I am because I believe in you. You can do this. Look, it's funny because you're a casting director. Imagine all the nervous people have come before you trying to audition, and yet we flipped the coin, and there you are on stage, super nervous about your production, your gig. So I guess you've been in their shoes and you understand what they're going through.
Yeah. And you won't get hired if you're nervous in the audition, by the way. So nerves are a big thing. Actors really need to, but my nerves are extraordinarily large. So
look, I told you this is a safe space. It's just me and you and the hundreds and thousands of people that's watching and will be watching in the future. Hey, yeah, look, your new best friend, JKL, says,
I know.
love our energy. Look, yeah, you're
I know.
the
I
truth.
really
Look.
appreciate that.
All right, so let's talk about the book. So,
which one?
look, you have more
Which
than
one?
one. Yeah, you have more than one. But look, you own 3 volumes of how was that?
The acting book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
so how's that coming along?
well, the first edition was in 2009. And then by 2012, so much had changed that I had to update the book. And so I updated again in 2019 because things are changing rapidly in the acting profession, Yeah. So I try to update it. Probably needs a new update now. But I'm too busy doing stand-up. I'm going to do my Netflix special soon, so I won't have time to update that.
Hey, Daryl Dillon says confidence is king, and she's got it. That's the truth, brother. That is definitely the truth. All right, so before I go to our special segment, I'll call Indie University. Hey, man, yes, look, we're coming to the tail end, but one of the things I wanted to ask, since you've been both places, can you compare the Atlanta acting community versus the LA community?
Oh, I love that question.
Thank you.
There's so many answers that just went in my, just like crashed in my brain. Okay, first of all, there's this misconception where all the actors in LA are brilliant, right? All of them. They're all great. And New York, all great. That is so not true. Like I've been, I've lived and workshops in a lot of different cities, but I worked a lot in New York, LA, and now Atlanta. The same percentage of actors are brilliant, which is only really 2%. 2% of the acting pool in any of those three cities are brilliant. And then there's this mid-range, which they're good. They're good. And it's the same amount, again, in all three cities. And so a goal to an actor is to try to get from the good pack to undeniable, like brilliant, like, Jonathan Majors, Stefan James. I mean, just endless. Adrian Warren, Daniel Deadweiler from freaking Atlanta Theater, who's gonna win an Oscar for Till. So yeah, there's a misconception, but it's all. Oh, and then there's the low end. There's the bottom feeder. There are the people that shouldn't be acting but are. Like they're clogging up the pipeline. Because part of the job of a casting director now is to find good people just like from submissions. And we have to, there's too many bad people clogging up.
Oh.
We have to go through so much media to find the gems of people that we don't know already. And it just takes so much longer now.
There's a lot. Is that coming from agents or from sites like Actors Access where someone can submit themselves?
Yeah. So, there's the difference between credits that matter. Credits that matter are a TV show you've heard of and film, stuff that is high quality stuff. Yeah. The only way to get that is through an agent or you're seen on a stage of some sort. Yeah. Then there are the low to no budget stuff that's taken over Actors Access, right? Where, somebody who really doesn't know what they're doing can go and put up a breakdown and then actors can self-submit to that. But that's such a crapshoot. It's such a crapshoot. And I've seen people wait too long for their footage, or it's just not a good project in the end. It never gets finished. It's just really Wild West, I guess you could say. So you really need an agent if you want to get, On the Resident or Ozark, or even though Ozark's not on anymore, but you know what I mean? Like you need an agent for that. But also, when we're working on episodics, we don't really send out a breakdown for every single episode because TV is like a fast moving train and it's a train that's going to crash at any moment. So we really are going to go to people we already know already to fill the slots for just a regular episodic show.
All right.
But Atlanta, let me just talk about Atlanta. I think Atlanta is the best place for a creative actor, a creative of any type to live. It's affordable. The community is insanely good. Because Atlanta, LA, you can really get lost there, and there's, like I said, too many scammy, places in LA that just wants to take actor money. Oh. And here in Atlanta, it's just not as bad as that. Atlanta has so much culture here, and it's affordable. Like you can go out to concerts and theater and comedy clubs. It's like a small town almost, but with great actor. The acting pool is fantastic here. And yeah.
Okay.
Fizzle out there.
Thank you, sir. So, okay, how should I phrase this? So if an actor is gets several auditions, but doesn't, book them, is that a good thing if the casting director is still
Yeah,
calling that
as
person?
long as you keep getting asked, to audition, that is fine. If you stop getting asked, then that's not good. That's your feedback.
Ah,
But
I
if you
got
keep getting auditions, I've seen people audition 14, 18, 20 times, and then there's no number, they like you and they want to keep trying you for something. That's all you got to know. You cannot get it's really easy to get frustrated with the audition process for actors. That's
Yeah.
another reason to keep creating, so you won't get frustrated that you're not booking as much. Because
This
if you're
is true.
creating, you're inspired. You're
As
not
an
waiting.
as an actor, like one of the things that used to get me, like in the beginning, I was like super thankful for just getting an audition. I was like, oh man, this is it. I got it. And then as time moves on, I would work. Okay, I'll do the audition, and I would wonder. I would wonder up until the film date if I still got a shot. I haven't heard anything. So the waiting and the wondering is almost like, if I'm not getting it, can someone just say, "Hey, dog, you're not." No, we've moved on. Sometimes I feel like I could take that if someone just let me know so I can stop thinking
No.
about it.
No,
But
I'm sorry. Unfortunately, we have too many threads going on, and we can't. No one in production can care about the actor as much as they should. There literally is no time. And especially with producers, actors are sometimes just so low on the totem pole because production is a clusterfuck, right? And so they just can't care about everyone. And the actors get the short shrift there. But there's no way that you're A, going to get feedback on your auditions, and B, not get told when they've casted already. It's just not going to ever happen. And you have to deal with that.
Daryl says rising in auditions is a win and a step in the right direction. Oh, we have a question for your new best friend, Jake Kells. He says, if there is ever a role for an immature middle-aged man, I'm killing it. Seriously, this is a great interview. Thank you. I try to answer all the great questions, ask all the great questions. So I appreciate that. So.
Oh my God. Wait a second. Is there a mature middle-aged man? Because I have not met them. So.
Oh, shots fired. Oh, man. We're going to put that in her comedy routine. That's what I'm talking about. Now, look, we're closing down to the end of the show. If you got questions, ask them now. There is a plethora of indie movies that are coming on. You can find them on Tubi, Crackle, and all these digital channels. Is that a good look? Can you make a name for yourself being on DVD type movies?
Only if you're the star or you have a major role, but not having a small role. No. Hello?
There you go. That's hey, look,
you froze a little bit for me. Okay.
Okay.
Mastrmynd?
I would say that is awesome. That is the question. That's the answer I was looking for. If you aren't number one on the call sheet on these indies, hey, don't even if you have a small role, don't even put it on your resume.
No, you should put it on your resume. But honestly, what matters more as far as like looking through submissions on Actors Access from their agent is your media. Sometimes we don't even look at the resume anymore because honestly, the film category, it's very rare to find a title that you've heard of. It just is. It's really hard to get into those big movies.
Yeah.
Really hard.
So it is worth the money to go ahead and put some type of media on your Actors Access.
You have to have media on there in order, like a demo reel or something. You have to have media on your Actors Access. Yeah. And so sometimes that's often more important than what your resume shows.
Is there a way to get footage from a project that you've worked on before? Is there a trick to that?
Daryl, do you want to pipe up about this? At Drama Inc., they can actually take it if it's like a show that's aired.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daryl does that, so maybe he'll pipe up about that.
That sounds like a nice little, like if you had like several shows you've done, they could find it for you and then
yeah,
cut
because
it
he
up.
just
Okay.
had he was in Ozark and Monarch, and one of the guys at Drama Inc. got it for him.
Okay,
I don't know
shout
how
out
you
to
do
Drama
that.
Inc. All right, JS1, it's that time. It's time for Indie University.
Yay! Wait a minute. Don't I have a flyer for this somewhere? Don't I have like an overlay? Don't I have something for this? I guess I don't. Yes, I do. There we go. Power it up. Let's go. And let me take that down. Let me take that down. Let's go.
Thank you. Real quick, Daryl says Scott is a great guy. Yeah, Scott is cool.
Yeah.
And then Heath says this is a reality check that a lot of actors need to cash. Do you feel that the industry is looking for actors that already have a following rather than newcomers? Good question.
This is a really good question. I don't think we're looking at followers. Well, you know who's looking at followers per se are the low to no budget producers. They want somebody that has 1 million followers because they don't know any better. But the high end stuff that you want to be on, they don't care what your following is. But a lot of newcomers are able to break through if they've done something spectacular by creating their own content. Like most folks are found in comedy clubs or on stages. Like I said, improv, that's where you'll find people. But as far as content online that has a lot of followers, the content still has to be really great.
Sweet. And this is great content.
That makes sense?
Yes. The indie show, if you're looking for some great content, some great musicians, some great hosts, right here. Okay, so it's time for Indie University. So you have a company called Your Act, all right? LLC, right? That's correct.
Wait, Your Act? You mean, wait.
No, Your It Factor. I'm sorry. Your
Your
It
It
Factor
Factor.
LLC. That's the name of your company. All right, so we like to talk about independent businesses and everything. And my first question to you is, as an independent entrepreneur, who do you turn to for advice?
Myself, I'm just a one-man band, man. By nook or by crook, I just keep going. I don't know how I've been able to pivot this long. I really don't. And not having a steady income and just keep recreating myself. So I don't really. I have them? I don't know. It feels like I'm just like I'm the bunny. What's it called? The Energizer bunny. I just keep going.
Yeah. Okay.
Just making it up as I go along.
Well, I can dig it. All right. Number 2, does the fear of going it alone independently ever go away?
No.
Simple and plain. There we go.
Well, you know what? I prefer this over working under somebody.
Oh,
I really prefer this.
What's the one misconception about owning your own business that people need to know the truth about?
Well, like actors too, it costs money because actors are entrepreneurs and it costs money to be an actor and it costs money to have your own business.
Man, all right. Number 4, what's the greatest joy you've gained from starting your own business?
Just having full control over, who I help and what projects are created and, having a vision and going for it. That's the joy, trying to do better in the world.
All right. Last but not least, someone watching this interview today may be contemplating starting their own business or even going into acting. All right. What advice would you give them?
have excellent time management and money management skills. Don't learn them the hard way like I had to.
All right. She said, don't put your hand on the stove to find out if it's hot.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Cathy Reinking. Man, that was Indy University. Look, JKL says it's power in betting on your. And he also said that I Forrest Gump my way through life. No shame. Hey, look, it's the last segment of the show. I like to call it the last word. All right. So, in the last word, I let my cast and crew say one last thing to the audience. If we missed something, if there's something you really wanted to say, this is your moment. I am going to let JS want to go first. JS, last word.
My last word is education. Don't be afraid to go to somebody and learn something new, especially if you want to be an actor. This lovely lady right here can teach you something that you don't know, because this was very educational for me. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Hey, Cathy, it's on you. What you going to do? It's the last word.
Optimism.
And give her the big screen.
Optimism. Just try to be optimistic and hopeful. That's all. That's all we got. With despair, you're lost.
All right. And that's for my last word. I'd like to thank everybody that tuned in. Every Tuesday, y'all show me so much love, and I appreciate it. I mean, I really do, because y'all could be doing anything right now. World Cup, Real Housewives, or somewhere. If you're here watching the indie show, and I appreciate that. Look, I am a very happy black man today because I had the opportunity. I took the shot. She said yes. And today, Cathy Reinking is on my show. Y'all can't tell me nothing because she was here. People pay good money to learn from her. When I told you she was inspirational and motivational, I was not lying. No cap whatsoever. She's the real deal. And I appreciate, I'm going to say this to you right now, Cathy. I appreciate you so very much. You have no idea. To the people that were in the audience that was too shy to ask questions, I hope you enjoyed the show as well. To the people that are watching this after the fact, you could have been here, but I thank you for listening on the podcast or watching this on the YouTube page, vvclife.com. You guys, you all mean a lot to me. Spread this. You know, an actor or an aspiring rapper, actor or an aspiring actor.
Or
share
rapper.
this episode. Share this episode. Yeah, because she got critiques for you. She like hot beat and fresh rhymes. Understand that. But I love you guys so much for representing. Hey, man, if you want to support the show in any kind of way, if you want us to do ads, like I told y'all before, $50 will do an ad and a commercial for you. I'll even, if you book this year, you can carry over to next season or whatever. But thank y'all so much. But Cathy, thank you for real. Thank you so much. You are welcome anytime. Hit me up if you ever want to be on the show, just like a co-host, and help me interview some guests. You can do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Shawty.
Interesting.
Yes. Shout out to an aspiring actor, Big Paul Askew. He's my brother-in-law. Big dog. Look, you're never too old to become an actor. And this man, he's putting in work doing all the extra gigs and everything, but I can see him in a movie someday. He'll probably play Isaiah Thomas or somebody in the Isaiah Thomas story. Look, it is what it is. Look, big shout out to Jay Kells. He says this was another great guest. Yes, that's all I do. Great interviews, great guests, great topics. That's how we do it on the indie show. Thank y'all so much. I wanted to let y'all know next week we're talking money with Damian Carson, and then after that we have a comic book group, the whole company, Redunculous Entertainment. They write and draw comics. That's coming. We're talking food with Lavinia Wood Carr on December 20th. And our end of the show, end of the season spectacular with Candace Stansel the last Tuesday. We do this every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm your host, Mastrmynd. Controlling the boards is my executive producer, JS1. Our guest today, Cathy Reinking. Look her up. Follow her on Instagram at Cathy Casting. And make a new friend, learn some stuff. And I love y'all. See y'all next week. Peace out.
Yo, that time, man. The indie show. My main man, Mastrmynd.
The indie show, indeed, the flow sickening. Mastermind, if I mastermind, the plot thickens. Good riddance to other pies, the odds against them. Tuesday at 8 p.m., we back in business. Key is in the building, Jay is in the building. Giving the feeling that most of y'all been missing. All things indie, is it banging or whack? Can't call it, but we'll be the judge of that. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Majorly we envy, ain't no canceling this. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Majorly we envy, ain't no canceling this. And I'm gone.